given, that's how we live it. Don't be mad at the system, it's simply how we've existed. I hear a lot of people talking like they politicians and choose to be an accountant.
Hello, and welcome to Seek Truth, Speak Truth. I hope you're enjoying your day. This video destroys Flat Earth. I'm going to name 3 points. Each one absolutely obliterates the idea of a flat and stationary planet. The video is aimed today at Rachie 00000. So much respect for this girl. We've had many interactions. My first knowledge of her was after my interview with Simon Dan, and she contacted me to say that she was an ex-flat earther. A couple of days later, she was back to believing in flat earth. So really, she didn't ever come back to the globe, was never convinced by the evidence because she went back to flat earth. There is not one hope or iota of me ever going back to flat earth, because I do know it is an impossibility. And it's okay for me to sit here saying, I know this, I know that, but we have to discover this ourselves. And that is why I really do just applaud Rachie for what she's doing. She's released a few videos recently filming coins in a hallway, trying to determine whether things on a flat surface would disappear bottom up. She's had a lot of help, and other people have made videos, FE peer review, etc. And I just want to add some more fuel to the fire. What I will ask you guys is, don't be horrible, don't be dickheads. I've seen myself, some Globers calling this lady thick and an idiot, etc. And I do understand, because I know the truth, why you say that. But people used to call me thick and used to call me an idiot. And I'm doing okay now. So we all do need to just gather around as a bloomin' team and just start annihilating flat earth, but with friendliness and facts. It's only going to push people away. That's why most people stay flat earthers, is because they have been bombarded and pushed into a corner and they feel like they can't fight their way back out of it, when all they really have to do is look at the evidence, and then they would see that they are indeed false about their beliefs. But as I say, please, let's go the humanist approach. Science isn't doing this for most people. It got me, but it's a very small ratio of people that are actually coming back to the truth of the globe with science, because with the thanks of people like Eric Dubay, people are scared of science and they think that it's pseudo, fake crap, and they think what they're following is proper science. I've mentioned it many times, but everything is psychologically twisted within a flat earther's mind. They believe that I have Dunning-Kruger, that I have cognitive dissonance. Everything very early on within these flat earth videos will give you the confidence that you never had. It will make you feel as special as you always believed you were. Being a flat earther is scientific, but you are stopping. You're about 80% of the way there, and your ego is holding you back. And that is basically the most terrible science possible, is to allow your own feelings outweigh all the facts and evidences that are being presented towards you. I had the interaction with Conspiracy Cats, Baldy Cats, and he gave me my confidence. He made me realise who the trustworthy people are. And it's us guys, you know. Yeah, there's obviously dickhead ballers just as much as there is dickhead flat earthers. We're all human, like I say. But we need to step up our game now, guys. And take it from me, calling someone an idiot is not going to bring them back to to the globe. It really isn't. It's going to push them further down the rabbit hole, and it's doing more damage than good. But I do obviously still understand why you guys do it. I slip myself sometimes, but it's usually to the trolls. I just get fed up, so I just call them an idiot. You know, how many times can you be told that you're wrong and you still persist in telling the world that you're right and the rest of the world is wrong? It is ridiculous, but this is psychological. It's psychology. Very little science is going on at the minute. The Earth is a globe, provably so. Like I say, I'm going to do 3 points, and each one destroys flat Earth. So Rachie, please, 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 just take a step back, take a deep, deep breath, and just think to yourself, really? Has this whole thing been made up? The fact that we live on a globe, the governments that can't even wipe their own arses have suddenly come up with this massive thing of hiding the shape of the planet. They can't even agree on the most basic of things between country to country. It's a tragedy for humanity, and I am trying to tell you why this is going wrong. The Earth is just so not flat, and we do these silly observations, like, no offence, observations in a 16-foot hallway. The Earth is very, 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 very big. You are not going to discern a curvature from that distance, although I do understand you're probably trying to just prove that things can disappear from the bottom up on a flat surface. That is not the case at all. It is physically impossible for anything that is above your eye line to become below your eye line. The only way that whatever it is, even the sun, sometimes you're in an aeroplane and the sun is beneath you. How on earth are you ever above the sun? The sun is obviously going down, or our perception of going down, but obviously it's us that is spinning. But if you're on an aeroplane, you can look out and the sun is below you. That fact alone destroys flat Earth. And if you think that is a local sun, my God. But yeah, I'm sorry, I rambled a bit there. 3 proofs that the Earth definitely isn't flat. Here we go. First off, we have actual photos of Earth from space. And I know people will scream, fake, CGI, never went to space. As a flat earther, you will believe space doesn't exist. I believe the reason you have been led to believe that is because we have actual photographic evidence that the Earth definitely is not flat. These images were taken in 1968 on the Apollo 8 mission. Photoshop was not even invented until 1987. If you watch movies from 1968, the stop graphics and things, motion is terrible. They would not be able to create images like this. Not one photographer or professional in the world has ever come forwards to suggest that these are faked images. That is our beautiful globe from out in space. Look at that. That was taken by one of the men that has helped make history, getting men off the Earth's surface and into space. Like I say, I'm just being very direct here in the fact that you guys are denying we live on a globe, when we have photographic evidence. Actual people have seen it with their own eyes from space, as you are now seeing it with your own eyes. 1968. It is a globe. One of my favourite apps, and it destroys flat earth, is Stellarium. I recently did a video called Flat Earth Destroyed in Less Time Than It Takes to Make a Pancake. And I want to explain a little bit further how simply by downloading this app and having one friend at the other side of the planet, you can prove without a shadow of a doubt that we do live on a globe. So if I point upwards, and you can see that, the stars above my head, 180 degrees above my head. Come down to the horizon, that is 90 degrees out in front of me. Perfect, fine, lovely. At night time I can see all of these stars. I now angle the phone towards the ground. We are literally looking down through the earth. There will be star trails that I myself will never ever see with my own eyes. You can get someone the other side of Earth to confirm that when they point their phone upwards 180 degrees, they are seeing the stars you can't see when you face downwards. And they can look and confirm those stars. That proves, without a shadow of a doubt, that we live on a three-dimensional object, and the Earth is definitely not flat. There are people standing around this oblate spheroid, all 360 degrees. I know it's hard to accept, but we are all on top of the ball. You know what, Rachie? I did say 3 points, but I'm going to leave it at 2. But please look into that second point mainly, because it's something that you can download yourself and just verify quite easily with a simple download of an app, Stellarium. I did notice also, because I joked and said, oh, I'm glad you've got that dinosaur book there, which you were using to raise your level of your test. And you said, yeah, you know, my daughter does love dinosaurs, so I'll let her read the books. And I applaud you for that, but you did mention that you are also in denial of dinosaurs. You've obviously watched a lot of Eric Dubay. This man right here is called Trevor Vale. He is a paleontologist. He has studied his whole life about the very things that Eric Dubay denies. I'm going to play a short clip, and then I do urge you and anyone that hasn't seen this to go over and check out this. I will leave a link in the description, and it is great.
But it's spelled the same, but it's like Dimetrodon or Dimetrodon.
Okay.
It's the same thing, Megalodon or Megalodon. Oh God, keep doing this. What is it, 20 minutes?
Firstly, it should be needless to say that it is impossible to reconstruct an entire hypothetical ancient animal based on a few teeth. But even more importantly, it is dubious that a myriad of ancient reptile, bird, and reptile mammal transitional forms necessary for the blossoming theory of evolution would be hypothesized and then conveniently discovered by teams of evolutionist archaeologists purposely out looking to find such fossils.
I'm glad I brought a lot
And it is even more dubious that such fossils have supposedly existed for millions of years, but were never found by or known to any civilization in the history of humanity until evolution.
Okay, yeah, the reason why we didn't know about things beforehand, because we weren't doing shit like wholesale intellectual studies of science when people were building fucking pyramids and stuff like that. That's why we have different ages throughout anthropological records. We have the Bronze Age and the Iron Age and all that, because we have to do things like figure out the land around us. And when we start finding really old bones, like, hey, this looks like a really big chicken bone. What the fuck? Or this looks like a huge human with a single eye. What the fuck? We start looking at stuff like that. Saying just wholesale fucking bullshit like that. God damn.
But that's what a YouTube video is. A YouTube conspiracy theory video is.
Oh, I
it's
know.
One person getting to spill their nonsense, and they're unchecked.
Yeah,
this is why I wanted to play this for you.
And response videos can be blocked by the original person. They can
thanks for
curate
blocking
all
me, Eric.
comments. They can only allow certain ones through. They can moderate everything. Same with a blog. Same with all of that. They control their own criticism. There's a guy right now that a lot of the paleo community is going after. His name's David Peters. He's a jackass who's like doing stupid things like all reptiles are mammals and all of these clades should be in this and just all this crap. He wholesale copied an article from a colleague of mine, posted it.
Wholesale copied. Sounds a bit like Jabay there from Robotham. So, please watch this. It's actually just really hilarious seeing this guy destroy Jabay. I enjoyed it when I realised that he is nothing more than an internet con man. Little bit deep. Rachie, if you did get to the end of that, respect to you. You are far from thick, but you are also far from the truth at the moment. I believe in you, and I hope the community gathers around and accepts you back to truth, and we want you on our side, the side of truth. I know that's what you're searching for, so you'll be back here. It's just a matter of when. If you did get to the end of that, thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your day or evening on our lovely rotating oblate spheroid. Stay safe and keep coming back.
What you giving, that's how we live it. Don't be mad at the